thing for me to do. But today I felt like doing things that make me uncomfortable. Seems strange, but I have reasons. So I haven't done many live streams before, not many at all. And because it's something that does make me uncomfortable, I worry that things are going to go wrong. I worry that no one's going to watch. I don't even know if it's live streaming properly right now. I'm just going to chat as though it is. And I know it's a weird time of day to be doing a live stream. It's not going to suit everybody. But if anybody is around, feel free to drop me some comments to let me know that you're there and what you're up to today and all of that. So I woke up this morning not feeling so great, and so I thought I need to make myself do things, otherwise I'm going to just feel like sitting around doing nothing all day. So I get quite a bit of anxiety from all the stuff that's happening with me with perimenopause and Hashimoto's disease. And so although there's been a bunch of ways that I've been treated or helped with that, there are some days where it's just not as in control as I would like it to be. And today's one of those days. So yeah, the temptation is just to kind of sit around feeling sorry for myself, not doing very much at all. But I decided to turn that on its head. And so the first thing that I did was to go out for a walk. And if you have seen my other YouTube channel, which is Happier, Healthier, Hopeful, on there I talk about like the health journey that I've been on for over 6 months now. And yeah, I share a little bit there of what I do. I'm weaving at the same time, so it can be hard to hold a conversation. Yes, and so walking is part of my regular routine, and exercise is like I exercise pretty much every day. And today I thought, okay, if I can just manage a walk, then that's going to be a help. Because when my anxiety is bad, I feel like walking is like, each step I take is like I'm pounding the anxiety out, which sounds kind of weird, but it works. And so I thought, okay, I'll just walk today. I won't run. I'll be gentle on myself, because something that I have also incorporated into my routine is to do some running, walking intervals. And I've been going pretty well with that. And then today I got out there and I thought, okay, I sort of feel like breaking into a jog. So I'm just going to do it and see how I feel, and I don't have to keep going if I don't want to. So I kept going and I kept going and I kept going, and I ended up jogging for a longer amount of time than I ever have before on one of my interval walks. So, and I didn't plan for that, but so I got home feeling like so much more accomplished and feeling really good. And if I'd only gotten the walk in, that would have been fine as well. I still would have felt better. It would have, given me the right benefits and everything. But because I got to do more, it was even more of an accomplishment. So it really helped me. Then I came in here to do a little bit of weaving on this crackle scarf that I'm still working on. And I thought, hey, what if I did a live stream? Because that's like the opposite of what I actually feel like doing right now, or what I feel that I'm capable of right now. So yeah, so then I had to do a little bit of research about doing live streaming and get over some technical difficulties, and here we are, I'm doing it. I'm only going to be here for 10 minutes or so, but I thought, it's just a good thing to do, and it's a really nice way to connect with all of you. So even if I'm just sitting here weaving, you guys can see what I'm doing, and anyone can drop in and chat if you want to, ask questions if you want to, anything about what I'm doing, about weaving in general, about the weaving school, whatever, and we can just be companionable together. So I have been working on this scarf for a little while. Time to advance. I'm working on my low yarn flex table loom. So this is with the conversion kit on. So now it's a table loom. It was a rigid heddle loom, and I can convert it back to a rigid heddle loom if I want to. And this crackle pattern, which you can probably just see there, is from my crackle scarf collection, which is available in my design store. That is kellycasanovadesigns.com. Pretty simple. So this is actually my first project on this loom, and I wanted to have kind of a special project for my first project on this loom as a table loom. I have also woven on it as a rigid heddle loom. And so I picked out some really nice, beautiful merino tencel for the warp. That's one of my faves, Morris Brassard. And then I picked out a purple tencel for the weft and a gold. I never remember if this is tencel or if it is bamboo. I think it might be tencel. It's probably bamboo. Anyway, I can put that in the notes after this video when I'm done, if you're interested to know. There's no problems with weaving tencel on merino tencel. If you think that it might be, you know, a little bit slippery or something, because I sort of had that concern. I've had problems with combining merino silk with other fibers before. I've had problems with slippage, but no problems at all with these two. And I'm also kind of taking my time with this project, because a lot of the time, especially if I'm making a class or if I'm making new designs for my store, I guess I kind of feel a bit hurried through the projects to get it done. And usually I have people asking me when things are going to be done and that sort of thing. And so this one's just for me, and that makes it really nice because I can take my time and yeah, just enjoy the process. And I also did some excuse me, some extra things on this one, like that I wouldn't normally necessarily do. Like I did a gold chain stitch at the start. I've got that in another video somewhere here on my YouTube channel, just showing you a short video of what the gold chain stitch looks like on there, and it looks beautiful. I love it. So although I'm taking my time, I really look forward to seeing this when it's done. I will twist the fringe when it comes off, and I think that'll be just lovely. If you're wondering why I can weave on this without referring to a draft and while talking to you guys, it's because it's very repetitive, this weaving sequence. And so I've got it memorized. Like I've been weaving on this scarf for long enough, and I've also woven another scarf in the exact same pattern. So it's very easy to memorize. Now, having said that, I was making a video the other day for my Kindred Weavers members group, and I did mess up the pattern and I had to unweave. I lost focus. But anyway, it's easy to, you know, get back if you do make a mistake, because it's just the same blocks repeating over and over. So I don't see any comments or anything coming up. And, you know, because I'm so inexperienced with live streams, I don't really know what that means. It might mean that this live stream is not working and I'm just talking to myself. But that's okay. I can do that. Or maybe it just means that no one is around at the moment. I know it's probably the middle of the night for many of you. It's very hard to match up time zones when you have an international audience. I think it'd be kind of nice to do these kind of live streams at least occasionally, just to check in a really relaxed manner, because really all the time that you folks see me, I'm in a video where, you know, obviously I've edited it, I've had time to put it together and plan it and all of that, but you don't really get to see me just like this, just as I am sitting in my studio. It's almost lunchtime here in Australia, and yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of weaving and just decided to pop on super fast to make myself do something a little bit different that I'm not comfortable with, because it's good for you to do that. It's not good to always be avoiding things that might be beneficial to you, but I don't know, you're scared of doing it, or you're worried that something will go wrong, or anything. As for what else I'm going to do today, I've got, finally, I've finished threading my floor loom and getting that organized for the fabric that I want to weave for a potential coat for my daughter. Now that I'm weaving the fabric, and this is on my David floor loom that I'm weaving this, I'm not entirely sure that it's going to be suitable for a coat. And if it's not, while that'd be a little bit disappointing, because I did spend a lot of time getting the loom organized for this, for over 800 ends, a lot of cotton warp ends, it's okay because I will end up using the fabric. One of my plans, grand plans, of which I have so many, is to hopefully get like a collection of hand-woven fabric, which I don't really have. Like, I have tons of samples, tons, from classes, from, you know, just my own mucking around, figuring out techniques and everything. But I don't have really any bigger pieces and lengths of fabric of different types and colors and all of that. And because I'm very interested in making quilts, having a fabric stash to draw from would be kind of super special, don't you reckon? Imagine that, going into a cupboard or some drawers or wherever I could store things, and having all these different colors and being able to put a quilt together. Now, I know a quilt generally takes a lot of fabric, but I think it's something good to aim for. So even if I don't use that fabric for a coat, it's okay, because it'll go into my stash, and it will be used somehow, somewhere, don't know, eventually. I do have in mind, of course I do, because I've got so many projects in mind, but I wanted to make a bed-size quilt. This is my idea that's been brewing for a while. A single bed-size quilt for my grandson for when he's ready for his first proper bed. So he's still in a cot at the moment because he's still a really little guy. But wouldn't it be super cute if when he was ready for his first single bed, that grandma had a quilt made for him from her own hand-woven fabric? Wouldn't that be special? I would love that. I'm just agonizing over the color scheme. Really. There's so many nice boy color schemes that I could choose from, it's a bit hard to choose, but that's kind of fun as well. Okay, so because I have been chatting, I have gotten distracted. I've got one more row of 3/4 left. This is a nice little loom. This is really easy to use. I like its simplicity. I like its how compact it is as well. It's just a nice little loom. I actually just had someone in Australia order one of these. It won't be here until next month because they're on back order, but I can't wait for her to get it. I think she's going to love it. If you didn't know, I am a reseller for low yarn in Australia. So you can order any low yarn products through me and they get shipped to me and then I ship them out to you. I'm on the last part of like the full weaving sequence. I always like to go through the full weaving sequence before I finish a weaving session. And then when I come back to the loom, I know exactly where I am. No guesswork. You always think you're going to remember things like this, but you don't. Well, I don't anyway. I think, oh, I don't need to label that or write it down. I'll be fine. I'll remember. I never ever do. So slowly over time, I have learned that I have to write things down or I have to do things in a predictable sequence so that I can remember them when I come back to them. I'm using my beautiful little Pickers Ridge shuttles here. I showed these in a recent video, my most recent video on YouTube, and they're super cute. I just got them last week. Pickers Ridge very kindly sent them to me. They're 9.5-inch shuttles, which I didn't really think that I would have a use for because all of my shuttles up until now, my boat shuttles, have been larger because I tend to work on larger projects. It's just what I like the most, I guess. So I wasn't really sure what I was going to use these for, but they're just so perfect for this, for a scarf. And they're also perfect for using 2 wefts because they're so small and lightweight. There's no wrangling. It's simple. And there's a lot of space for them both to sit on the weaving. I need to advance this again. I always advance little and often. That's my motto. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 2 more sequences of 1 and 4 to go. And then I'm through the whole weaving sequence. So that would be a good place for me to finish this live stream. If indeed it is a live stream. I still have no idea. You know, I so often in life, but especially in business, I don't know what I'm doing. So I just try things and I see what works. That's what people say. I grab the spaghetti and I throw it at the wall and I see what sticks. And sometimes things stick and sometimes they just fall off and then I just let them go. So it's a way of trying things anyway. Last of 1 and 4, and then because I'm weaving crackle weave, every pattern weft, which is my gold that I'm weaving right now, is followed up by a tabby weft, which is the purple. Tabby is plain weave. All right, friends, that is it for me. I need to go and refuel this body with both food and coffee. But if you like this kind of live stream, if you like just hanging out with me, be great if you let me know, and maybe we could do it more often and actually try and figure out a time where some people might be around to be able to watch the live stream. We'll see. Okay, until next time, happy weaving. Now I have to figure out how to stop the live stream, if indeed it ever started. Let's see. End. Bye-bye.